The roar of Formula One cars tearing through the desert isn't a race for the finish line. It's a sprint towards economic diversification for the Middle East. The stakes, global recognition, economic vitality, and a shot at altering historic narratives. The racetrack is their stage, the world is their audience. So how does the Middle East leverage Formula One as a springboard for economic expansion? And what does it mean for the nations involved? It's more than just a game of speed. It's a strategic play on the global chessboard. Traditionally known for their oil reserves, Middle Eastern countries are venturing into new economic terrains. F1 serves as a vehicle for economic diversification, showcasing the region's capability to host and manage world-class events. For example, Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 aims to reduce its dependence on oil and diversify its economy. The hosting of F1 races aligns with this vision, attracting global attention and investments. This alliance between the Middle East and Formula One dates back to 2004, with Bahrain marking the onset of a long and lucrative relationship. The hefty price tags attached to hosting these races unveil the level of investment and commitment by these nations. For instance, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Azerbaijan each put down a staggering $55 million annually to play host to the esteemed races. This financial commitment is a testament to their resolve in carving a niche on the global stage. But it's not just about hosting fees. The ripple effects of such investments echo through their economies. Infrastructure development, job creation, and the stimulation of local industries are but a few of the gains. Hosting F1 races necessitates robust infrastructure, thus spurring developments in transportation, hospitality, and other sectors. For instance, the construction of state-of-the-art racing circuits, hotels, and transportation networks to accommodate the F1 entourage and fans contributes to local economic growth. The influx of international visitors and the organizational demands of F1 events create employment opportunities in various sectors, including hospitality, security, and logistics. It goes beyond the race weekends. It's a catalyst for broader economic engagements. Sponsorships and partnerships burgeon, intertwining the fate of the sport with the economic aspirations of these nations. The global visibility garnered through F1 races attracts investments from multinational corporations and also fosters partnerships with global entities. For example, Etihad has been a long-standing title sponsor for the Formula One Abu Dhabi Grand Prix since its inaugural race in 2009, extending its sponsorship deal until 2021. This partnership underscores a robust connection between the airline and the F1 event, marking one of the longest title sponsorships in F1 history. The narrative of Saudi Arabian oil company, Aramco, mirrors this synergy. The 10-year sponsorship deal, worth around $450 million, is a hefty endorsement of the sport, and reciprocally, a nod to Saudi Arabia's global standing. F1 events project an image of modernity and progressiveness, portraying Middle Eastern countries as forward-thinking. The global broadcast of F1 races from Middle Eastern cities showcases modern infrastructure, cultural richness, and technological advancements. The international nature of F1, with teams, drivers, and fans from around the world, provides a platform for Middle Eastern countries to foster international relations and cultural exchanges. While F1 races bring entertainment and economic benefits, they also highlight social issues prevailing in the host countries. The glitter of Formula One events often stands in stark contrast to the human rights concerns echoed by activists. While the races depict a facade of progress, the allegations of human rights violations in host countries remain a grave concern. The silence of Formula One authorities on these issues has often been seen as a tacit endorsement of the status quo. The calls for reform are loud, but the engines roar louder, drowning the cries for justice. However, amidst the controversies, some see a silver lining. The sport's presence is believed to bring about positive change by shedding light on societal issues and urging reforms. Toto Wolff, a figurehead in the sport, echoes this sentiment. Toto has vocalized his belief in the positive societal impact that F1 can potentially have in the Middle East. Wolff has asserted that Formula One should not hide away from addressing social issues in the Middle Eastern countries where it races, and he believes that the sport can be a catalyst for positive change in these regions. He claims that by racing in the Middle East, F1 can have a positive social impact. Wolff holds the view that traveling to Middle Eastern countries will cast a public spotlight on the societal issues present there, presumably leading to a broader awareness and dialogue that might prompt change. F1 races, especially in new or controversial locations, inevitably draw global attention. However, this spotlight can either illuminate societal issues or overshadow them. Critics argue that by not addressing human rights concerns, F1 misses an opportunity to use its global platform to advocate for positive change. Teams and drivers also play a crucial role in this discourse. Their stand on social issues, willingness to speak out, and actions both on and off the track can significantly impact public perception and discourse. For example, Lewis Hamilton has been vocal about social justice causes, bringing additional attention to these issues within the F1 community. FIFA has faced similar dilemmas, notably with the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The latter has been a point of contention due to concerns over workers' rights and conditions. FIFA has had to work with Qatari authorities to address these issues, showcasing a proactive approach to mitigate social concerns associated with hosting the event. But all too often, the substantial financial investments involved in hosting F1 races often drive the narrative. The lucrative deals between F1 and host countries might discourage F1 authorities from delving into local political or social issues, for fear of straining relationships and losing financial support. The story of Formula One in the Middle East is an interplay of finance, society, and politics. Formula One is an economic enterprise after all, and there are plenty of strategic financial alliances. Sponsorship deals are a cornerstone of this financial architecture. They not only pump millions into the sport, but also intertwine the economic and political aspirations of the corporations and the nations they represent. Take the Saudi Arabian oil giant Aramco. Their 10-year sponsorship deal, boasting a price tag of around $450 million, is a testament to the deep-rooted financial engagements between the Middle East and Formula One. This alliance is more than a mere business transaction. It's a strategic partnership, carving a global standing for both entities. The sponsorship deal facilitates a flow of financial resources that is beneficial for both parties. For F1, the funding contributes to its operational and developmental budgets, while for Aramco, it represents an investment in a global platform that showcases its brand to a diverse and extensive audience. The F1 arena provides a conducive environment for networking with other global corporations, governments, and influential individuals. Such networking opportunities can foster other strategic alliances and partnerships beneficial for Aramco. These sponsorships are not confined to corporations alone. Nations, too, vie for a slice of the global recognition that comes with being intertwined with a sport of Formula One's caliber. It's a race for prestige, influence, and a seat at the global high table. Hosting F1 races or being associated with F1 is a means for nations to bolster their image on the global stage. It's an endorsement of a country's logistical, technological, and organizational prowess, presenting a modern, capable, and progressive image to the world. For countries, particularly those in the Middle East, looking to diversify their economies beyond traditional sectors like oil and gas, association with F1 is a step towards achieving this goal. It attracts international investments, promotes tourism, and stimulates local businesses. F1 events are a magnet for international visitors. The influx of tourists for race weekends generates significant revenue and showcases the host country as a desirable destination, which could have lasting benefits for the national tourism industry. I've seen F1 YouTubers do videos on traveling to Bahrain, when they otherwise would not have. The ripple effects of these financial engagements extend beyond the racetracks. They foster economic partnerships, stimulate investments, and contribute to a network of influence that transcends geographical boundaries. The intertwining of sport, finance, and politics in the Formula One Middle East saga is a delicate dance of interests. Each stride on the racetrack is a step in a complex geopolitical choreography, where the finish line is as elusive as the shifting sands of the desert. It's a story of ambition, recognition, and the pursuit of global standing for a region yearning for a new narrative. If you liked this video, please let us know by clicking like, commenting, or subscribing. It's the best way for us to know how to refine the channel going forward.